Well, now I'm joined by Ufi Ibrahim, Chief Executive of the British Hospitality Association. Ufi, great to see you again. Thank you very much for coming in and talking to me. Wow, you've been busy over the last 12 months, haven't you? What would you say have been the highlights?
Natasha, we have 3 million people directly employed by our industry, the 4th largest employer in the United Kingdom. They all share the same common values and a passion to serve. And all are undervalued in terms of their service to the United Kingdom by the United Kingdom government. So we believe that bringing those 3 million people together could create a formidable force. And that's what we've been doing actively over the past 12 months. And as that force has been coming together, the industry has been uniting. No more fragmentation, no more divide and rule. We are beginning to take charge of our own destiny, and to hold government to account in a much stronger, much firmer way, more forcefully, to say, look to our industry and look to and understand the impact that we are having on creating real prosperity, real jobs, and exports and wealth for this country, and communicate with us. So over the past 12 months, there has been the establishment of the interministerial group, bringing ministers from across all different government departments together. The Tourism Industry Council continues. An events industry board has been established, all led by the government and ministers. We have an all-party parliamentary group now focused on the visitor economy. But none of these are going to be enough, but a good start towards our ambition and, as I said, our belief that that formidable force of 3 million really working together as a unity will command the interest and the attention and the action of our government to give us the prosperous environment that we need to grow our businesses.
Well, you've certainly got the numbers to back you up. I mean, just looking at the last year, 10% increase in visitor numbers to this country. Why do you think that is? Why is there a bit of a boom time going on?
The United Kingdom is blessed with amazing cultural, natural assets. We have a wonderful destination, very, very competitive in terms of the assets that we have here, and a very successful industry, great welcome, great hospitality. Of course I would say that, but it's absolutely true, and international rankings show that. Most of that success is unfortunately currently being driven to and remains in London and other key city centres across the United Kingdom. Now, I say unfortunately, while we celebrate this massive growth in our capital and in other key cities, unfortunately, because there are other areas, pockets of our country, where the assets are so wonderful, but they are not able to compete with other coastal destinations, for example, internationally. They are unable to compete rural, wonderful rural destinations that we have, unable to compete successfully with many other rural economies internationally, and there we need government's support.
Looking ahead, the theme of your summit this year, connecting the world. How do you plan to do that?
Connecting the world for us starts with connecting our industry first and foremost. And when you do connect a great group of people, all of whom share the same values and the same passion, great things can emerge. One of the very few where you can start at the very bottom and work your way up to the very, very top. We have not only achieved, but we have exceeded our target to create 60,000 new career starts in those businesses across the entire United Kingdom. And we are very, very proud of that. Very proud of the fact that if youth unemployment has gone down in the United Kingdom, our industry has a lot to do with that. So we celebrate that, and at the summit, we'll be celebrating these successes. And at the summit, we will be exploring what else we can create by connecting the people in our industry, connecting them with each other as a community to create further change, and also connecting them with government so that we can collaborate and work together to ensure greater growth, responsible growth that's longer lasting to affect all areas of our country.
Presumably you'll use the summit as well to set yourself some new challenges. What might they be?
Challenges for us ultimately always start with making sure that we can actually command the government's interest and attention. That's first and foremost. And there's a lot of competition. And unfortunately, in the United Kingdom, the government continues to give that attention, first and foremost, to the more traditional sectors, manufacturing, construction, whereas today the services economy has already overtaken the older, more traditional services in terms of the contribution we make to the prosperity of individuals and society in the UK. So our first challenge is to make sure that we can actually get government to understand that fact and to respond to us by, at the very least, consulting with us before they take decisions that have big consequences on our industry. So our challenge going forward is to reverse the relationship that we currently have with Treasury and with number 10 and number 11 to ensure that we are consulted before rather than after decisions, so that we don't have to grapple with dealing with unintended consequences of policy decisions, but rather we can actually help to create progressive policy reforms.
Well, we look forward to assessing your progress. Thank you very much indeed for coming in and telling me all about it today, Ufi. Thank you.
Thank you.